Okay, hi guys, and welcome to this new lesson. So this is the last and third lesson in the WinCollect series, and here we will focus on the WinCollect 10. So before we start, I just make sure that I uninstalled everything related to the previous exercises. So I remove the agents, destinations, all the log sources. Also I make the uninstallation from the server. So basically our exercise here will be very easy. So we will do the installation of the WinCollect 10 on the 223 server, and then we will make a local collection from it and remote collection from 5.10 through the 1.227 IP as usual. So actually the WinCollect 10 is a breakthrough, let's say, in terms of performance. So the WinCollect 10 is collecting the logs either through local collection or remote collection much better than the WinCollect 7. However, the drawback of the WinCollect 10 is that it's working only in standalone till now. So far, maybe in the future IBM will have a solution for the managed deployment. So you install, we will install the WinCollect 10 on 223 to make local collection in standalone mode, and also will configure the remote polling of Windows 10, the 5.10 PC. Okay, so right away let's go for the 223, and we have the binary downloaded for 64-bit, and I will start the installation. So basically it's very easy. You have quick or advanced. Actually, through quick you will just have the option to put the IP of the QRadar, and that's it. For the advanced guys, you can change the location of the installation directory. You can choose the post installation configuration options. So the first one is to specify a configuration script file to execute immediately after the agent is installed. So it's like the third option, which is to install the agent without a configuration. But the first one is after the installation, you will run some configuration script where you will configure the IP of the console, the different things and options of the WinCollect. So this is fine or useful when you want to use it in large deployment. So for example, this is the path to the script file. It should you should put your script here. So if we continue, actually this will be the command. If we take this command as copy and paste it here, so you can see here the the command is msi exec. So now the difference is that this is the package for Windows 10 is msi. So msi exec, and then just to display in verbose mode and in log to this file, the install log, and silent installation, and install this msi, the installation directory, and the path for the script for the configuration. Okay, here I did not specify any path, but you can just go back and put like any kind of script, and it will come here in your command. Okay, as you can see. So we'll not go for this one. This is the simple way is to specify destination to send application system and security events, and this is exactly like following the quick path or the quick installation. It will do exactly the same thing. Okay, so here I will put the IP of the QRadar. Okay, and then I will finish the installation. This will be the installation log. Okay, so now the destination is specified, the same thing that we did. So if you notice here, it's exactly the same thing. The only difference that we don't have this script path, as we already defined the destination IP. So let's install. Installation is very fast and quick, and then you can check here through the services. This time it will come IBM WinCollect, not WinCollect. So it should come here. So you can see it's as running. also you open it from the start menu, very close to the WinCollect configuration console for the WinCollect 7, but this time it's IBM console, WinCollect 10 console, and it's very nice GUI where you can see the dashboard for the logs. If we refresh here, we should start seeing logs. Agent is not available. I think it will come in a while. Okay, yeah. So you can see here that there is a local collection from application security and system. So local here is the name of the device. So if you check here, you have actually two methods to make local collection or remote collection. So currently through the installation wizard, we just do local collection from 2 to 3. Okay, and this is the current EPS. We can try to make some traffic like open PowerShell or do anything. Okay, and before that, let's visit the local source to see the configuration that is done through the installation wizard. So local sources, the name is local. If you go there, this is the true channels for events enabled, and the destination is QRadar. So if you go to the destination, this is the name, and this is actually the configured destination. So it's actually from here you can visit this and see the configuration done. So this is the IP, and the default settings chosen is the port 514 and the TCP syslog. Okay, so returning back to local sources, we can add the XPath as well. So here the let's say sysmon, we need to include the sysmon, so Microsoft Windows events and XPath, and here we can take the XPath as usual. From here we put it there, and you can filter if you want and save. Okay, so it tell you that there is the changes is taken, but there is pending changes. So you can go to this bell and visit the change, the pending change. You may have multiple changes, so apply the changes. Okay, no need to restart the service. So the agent is now running with all changes applied, unless it's explicitly mentioned to restart the service. You can restart it from here, stop, and then restart. So now you have application system security and sysmon. You can return back to the local, to the home page. Okay, the dashboard, and see if logs are sent. So you can see here if there is an issue, sysmon is still stopped. Maybe if we refresh the channel, Microsoft Windows sysmon was not found. Yeah, because actually I don't install the sysmon on the 223, so this is normal. Actually we can remove it. We need the XPath for the remote collection, so this is not required for the local collection actually. So again, we can apply the changes to remove this issue. So again, we can return by clicking IBM WinCollect, you return to the dashboard, so we don't have any issues now. Also, you can visit the log viewer to see the logs. Any problem, it's actually from the bottom to or sorry, from top to bottom, you read the logs. So the last thing we did, that we removed the sysmon. Okay, now we need to add remote sources, but before that, let's check QRadar. So here we can see logs coming for the desktop, the 223 IP. We can see logs are coming. Okay, so I feel my personal opinion that the log collection for WinCollect 10 is much better. This logs, or this detailed logs, was not there when we did the exercise for for the WinCollect 7. So this is the first time I see this logs. So it's coming with the WinCollect 10. So I encourage you guys to use the WinCollect 10 when possible. in your production environment. Okay, and back to here, we need to actually add the new log source, which will be the the John Smith PC, John Smith Windows 10 PC. Okay, so the source here, we will put the Microsoft Windows event. We can choose an option. We need the security. Okay, save. Also we need to add, let's say, the XPath. Okay, so here we can name it sysmon. Save. That's good. This is the sources from John Smith, and we need to specify the target. So we'll select QRadar. Okay, target for John Smith PC. Okay, and finally you need to actually add the source device, which is the PC itself for John Smith. So the device address is 192.168.1.227, as we did before, guys. If you forget this, refer to the previous two lessons regarding this, or to be specific, the previous lesson, where we explained that we need to connect to 227, which will translate through the FortiGate firewall I have here in my lab to the 5.10. That's why I don't put the real IP of 5.10, I put the 1.227. So here I return back to the 223. Okay, where I'm configuring, I'm here now, I'm configuring remote polling of the 5.10 through 227. So here I will put the IP, choose an option for credential. Actually, we need to define credential before coming here. So I will cancel now this one. I will press save. It will tell me a warning that okay, it doesn't tell me a warning, but sometimes tell you that you need to define some source device. Okay, so let's define the credentials. Okay, so we'll add one credential for John Smith PC credential. Okay, the domain will leave it empty. QRadar SA and the password. Okay, and then so now we can use this credential. So we'll return back to remote sources, and this time we'll select the device address again, 192.168.1.227, and I'll select the credential. I'll test the connection. This is a good thing also from the interface of the WinCollect 10. So connected, got 10 events for security and got 10 events for sysmon. So it's working fine, which means that this credential is correct and has the right privilege to get the logs. So we can save now, and we have this pending changes. So added remote source John Smith, then you added credential, and then I updated the credentials. Okay, and then add the device 227. Okay, apply the changes. The changes has been applied. So return back to QRadar. We should start seeing logs for the John Smith PC. If we come here, check the log sources, so we will be able to see the desktop, or the 223. Its name is desktop something. Okay, so yeah, as you can see. And for the John Smith PC, which is accessed by the desktop 223 using this public IP, so it should come also after a few seconds. So it's here, and if we return back, we can see the logs are flooding now the QRadar for the different types of event logs. So as you can see, it's pretty easy, the installation of WinCollect 10 and collection of logs. And in the dashboard we can see now that we have remote sources, the John Smith as well, and these are the EPS. So the dashboard is nice and can show you any issues, and the EPS as well is one of the nice things. Okay, so as you can see, guys, there's no lot of things to mention about the IBM WinCollect 10. Actually, this is one option remaining: select source group type. So select whether you want to collect logs from your local system or connect. So it's also giving you a way or a wizard to configure things, instead of going here, creating the credentials, and go here and attach the credentials. So that even they make a good job for making a remote through a wizard you can make the configuration and single or bulk. So it's very nice interface. I hope you enjoyed it. It's a short lesson, as I promised, for WinCollect 10, because there is no much thing to say about it. I hope you enjoyed it, and see you in the next lesson.